in store between the New York Giants and the New England Patriots. They played two of the more memorable Super Bowls in recent history. The Giants and Patriots are underway again. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A first down carry for Barkley. Gets past one man. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
We dominate today.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Pass incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing Jones. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so...
And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return is J.J. Taylor. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now Jones. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Patriots have it.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These 2 teams all tied after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. The return is Olszewski. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Patriots take over. New England's offense set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. But when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give them a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. Now White lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense, I thought he may go the distance, to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them, and it turns out they end up with the football. I don't know that they're exactly celebrating. Definitely plenty of relief, though.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After reviewing the play, the run on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Following the fumble recovery, Jones flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 45 on second down, Jones. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except...
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On second down, here's Barkley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
On second down now, Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taylor now from the end zone. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar, 62 yards.
And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays. But the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now Ross to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Jones now on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Escaping the pressure right.
Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. He's got Slayton on the slant, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Jones throwing on first down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 8 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. Jones got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he goes out right around the 39. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. On the return, it's Taylor. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He's to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run, and at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
High throw, but the catch is made. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. On 2nd down, it's Harris. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Fulk connects on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know
that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. A gain of 3, second down. Here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 99 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On first down, Harris. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They hand this off to Harris. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Harris is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And New York set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Looking to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Jones. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 31 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Important extra point up and through as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taylor now from the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run again with Harris. Into the secondary, past the 40. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the give, this is Harris. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
156 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.